So this idea of bidirectionality, I think it's really important that people recognize the value of learning from others, but also that every one of us will have something to give, and which will be useful for others as well.
Yeah, that's an incredibly powerful message. I wish I could bottle that. That's great. So the other thing that I wanted to dig into is you're talking about the knowledge flow, and I'd like to double click on that. So how does knowledge flow in organizations? Yeah, like, what are some of the properties that govern its movement? And yeah,
Well, knowledge flows everywhere in all directions, even if you're knowing aware of it or not. So there's this idea of very often confusing knowledge with information, and there's many organizations where information is still very top down. But I honestly think that that is like a comfortable thing for the powerful people in the organization to think. So sometimes they just want to protect themselves and think that they will control the message because things will go top down. However, life and organizations are a lot messier, and I think in a very good way, because what we have is just knowledge flowing everywhere, and we all talk about the rumor mills and how rumors are bad. But rumors and the same connections that allow rumors to flow allow knowledge to flow. And when I complain to a colleague about my project, which is being really hard, or where I'm facing unexpected obstacles, and my colleague comforts me and says, "Oh, don't worry. Why don't you try X or Y?" That's knowledge. That's experience. That is. If nothing else, that's me knowing I have someone who has experienced something similar and I can go back to in the future. So I think there's maybe I can share with you another image which I think can convey a little bit of what we were talking about. So we're very used to look at organizations as this way of like this hierarchy, this pyramid, where you have like the board at the top, or a set of directors, or one person, depending on the size of the company, and then you have all the departments and the different teams. But the thing is, and that is happening a lot more currently, allowed by technology or enabled by technology, is there's a profusion of connections, of interactions between people. It may be in the company, in the bar, in the office, or it may be on the factory floor, or it may be on the bus ride home, or as people are going out for a smoke. So these interactions happen everywhere in the organization. And I would say that healthy organizations not only make things or events and spaces for these things to happen, but they will also try to be conscious of them, use them, and strengthen them at every step in the way.
it's like the old org chart. The org tree is on the left, and it's a useful way of visualizing who does what and everything. But then it becomes that's the visual that you got in your mind. And I think, as you pointed out, it's very different in practice.